Is it recording? She usually says, this is recording. Good evening. It's Friday night. It's 7 p.m. Eastern. We are reading Someone Exactly Like Me by me, the author, Debbie Cromack. It is a love story between Nicola Mancini, who is an Italian actor who has just skyrocketed to fame after a very saucy little movie that he made, and a romance author, Destiny Cardone, who is a successful romance author, and she's in a little bit of a slump. And we meet the two of them at the time that they meet, and they strike a deal to help one another. And as the deal plays out, they end up having feelings for one another, and we follow their journey to my guaranteed happily ever after. This is available on Amazon, obviously in paperback. It is available in ebook, and it is also available to read for free on Kindle Unlimited. If you want a signed paperback, you can order that on my website, debbiecromack.com, and you always will get a bookmark that I send along with it that matches the book, has some quotes on it. So that's what we're doing tonight. As per usual, we are making it PG-13, replacing words that we're not allowed to say that might get us banned, and skipping entire paragraphs or scenes that may get us in trouble. So here we go. Okay, we have just gotten to Italy, and we are jumping into Nico's point of view. Destiny's here, and I'm excited to see her. I've missed her. I've missed the way her eyes sparkle when she looks at me. I've missed her laugh. I've missed our easy and sometimes intimate conversations. I've missed her kind and gentle heart. She was so great in showing me around LA, and now I get to show her Rome and Ponza. I have some fun things planned for her time here. Experiencing it all in real life should really be helpful for her writing her book, and I'm eager to spend more time with her. I'd be lying if I said that's all I was eager about. I haven't had intimacy with anyone since I met her. After that kiss, I'm craving her. He hasn't done something else since he was a teenager. I don't know what happened to me when I kissed her, but I was hooked on more than just the kiss and her soft, sweet lips. I was hooked on her. I haven't been able to stop thinking about her. I want to kiss her again. I need to kiss her again. But if I do, I don't think I'll be able to stop myself from wanting more. I want her wrapped around me. I want something else. And something else. I want to be the one to do that for her. I have to remind myself that losing control like that will only end up hurting both of us. Plus, she made it clear that she won't be intimate with me. And so he's going to have to settle for something else. It's going to be a long 10 days. I pull up to where she's waiting for me and get out. She's so beautiful. Darn, I want her. Ciao, mia dolce ragazza. Welcome to Italy. It's so good to see you. When I hug her, she's stiff in my arms. I draw back, kissing her on each cheek. Can you not call me that? I recoil slightly at the bitterness coating her tone. It's the first time I've heard her be terse. Of course, I'm sorry. She shakes her head, casting down her gaze, then looks back up at me. I'm sorry, I think I'm tired. It's been a long day of traveling. Yes, I understand. Was the flight okay? I take her luggage and put it in the trunk, then open the passenger door for her. Yes, it was. Thank you, she says, sounding very formal as she gets in the car. Something's up, and I have no idea what it is. Maybe she's not as happy to see me as I am to see her. Maybe I misread things back in LA. It's probably best anyway. I have to keep my head on straight so I don't mess things up for either of us by the time she leaves. I thought you might be hungry after traveling all day. Would you like to go to dinner? I am hungry. Would you mind if we got food and ate in? I'm kind of tired and don't feel like going out. We can do that. There's a place near my house. We can order now and pick it up on the way back. Okay, thank you. Of course, it's Italian food. I chuckle, as you would expect. Do you know what you'd like without seeing a menu? I'd be okay with spaghetti and meatballs. Okay, I'll order for you. I call and place our orders. Then she gives me the highlights of her day of traveling. I know how tiring it can be. Honestly, I'm glad she'd rather go back to my house than go out. It'll be nice to be alone together again. After I pick up our food, I drive us home and show her to her room. Is there anything you need to unpack before we eat? I ask, setting her suitcase near the bed. No, I can unpack after we eat. Let's eat it while it's hot. She sets her purse and small bag on the bed, then looks around the room. It's beautiful in here. Did you decorate it? Her side-eyed glance tells me she wouldn't believe me even if I said yes. I chuckle. No, I asked Angelina to help me when you said you'd come. You'll meet her when we go to Panza. I think you'll like her. You did this for me? I love the way her voice gets higher when I've done something or said something she's not expecting. Yes, I turn and head to the kitchen. Come, let's eat. I put on some music and transfer our meals onto our plates while she looks around my house. I'm a pretty neat guy, but I cleaned up a lot knowing she was coming to stay with me. Her house is extremely tidy and I want her to feel comfortable. Is the floor okay? I ask, setting our plates and silverware on a glass top table, on the glass top of the coffee table, then grabbing two large pillows from the sofa, putting them on the floor. Perfect. She squats down, then sits on her pillow, crossing her legs. Okay, let me know if you get uncomfortable and we can sit at the table. Okay, I will. She inhales deeply as her cheeks rise and her, can you tell it's Friday and I'm tired? On her face with a smile. It smells delicious. I hope you like it. I'm in Italy. I can't imagine not liking spaghetti. She raises her eyebrows, softening a little from earlier. Picking up her fork, she twirls the noodles around its prongs, looking through the glass top of the coffee table. Is it weird seeing yourself on all these magazines? I chuckle. Actually, it is. It's hard to get used to. I feel like they're trophies I won. I display them here to remind myself to stay humble. I like that. There's that sparkle I've missed. I have some ideas of things we can do and places I want to take you while we're here before we go to Panza. Great. I'd love to hear what you have planned. Tomorrow, I'll take you to I'm not sure I'm going to say it right, Quattari Copedi. It's a very small neighborhood with some beautiful buildings and a large fountain I think you'd like to see. Then we could go to Trastevere. There's an outdoor food market and we can have lunch before touring the area. I like the sound of things so far, she smiles. When I told Mama you were coming, she insisted you come for supper. I hope that's okay. She puts down her fork and glances down into her plate, then looks at me. Okay, she says, tilting her head slightly like she's confused. You don't want to meet my mama? No, she's quick to answer. It's not that. I'd be happy to meet her. Okay, good. She pauses, twirling spaghetti around her fork, not looking at me. Call me mia dolce ragazza. Is that like a general term of endearment you use for women here? Like say Angelina, your mama, or maybe Giovanna? Looking over at her, she shrugs her shoulders. Her forced attempt at seeming casual with her body language tells me there's something more behind her question. No, I say flatly. You're the only one I've ever called mia dolce ragazza. Her eyes scan mine. Oh, she blinks and continues eating. As we eat, I tell her more of my ideas for her time here. She seems excited and I'm relieved. We finish supper and clean up in the kitchen. I don't quite have the selection of snacks you have, but here's what I have. I open a cabinet showing her 2 different flavors of biscotti, several kinds of chocolates, and a container of Mama's homemade pizzicati pinch cookies. Or I open the refrigerator, tiramisu. I stand back and smile, watching her oogle the tiramisu. You're going to make me fat while I'm here, aren't you? She looks up at me from under her lashes with a playful smile dancing on her lips. I chuckle, getting the 2 pieces of tiramisu out of the refrigerator. No, I promise. Those pictures you sent me were beautiful. Where were you? I was on the Amalfi Coast. Gigi and I had a photo shoot there. Oh, her posture stiffens very slightly, but I noticed. Yes, I saw the picture of both of you on her Instagram. Really? Yes, her terse tone from earlier has returned. I pull my phone out of my pocket and go to Gigi's account, finding the picture. It makes sense now. She's freaking jealous. Though I have zero attraction to Gigi or emotional connection, and I've told Destiny this, I kind of like that she's jealous. Although she's jealous, that means she does feel something for me. which means I have the potential of hurting her, and I really don't want to hurt her. Damn. Yeah, that's from the shoot we were on. The surroundings were so beautiful. If I was still a gardener, I would have loved to work there. I would have loved to have worked there. I focus on the scenery and avoid talking about the ridiculous picture Gigi posted, hoping to ease destiny. It doesn't. You know, I'm kind of tired. I think I'll go to bed instead. I'll have my tiramisu tomorrow. Thank you for dinner. She walks out of the kitchen and down the hall to her room. No kiss on the cheek, no good night. She's a feisty little thing. Quick jump to Destiny's point of view. After getting washed up, I lie in the bed in Nico's spare bedroom, staring at the ceiling, questions swirling in my head. He had his sister-in-law decorate this room for me. His mom wants to meet me and have me over for dinner. I'm the only one he calls mia dolce ragazza. I want to pretend these things don't mean anything to me, but they do. Then, on the other side of him inching into my heart, it's like he's rolling it over with a derma roller, stabbing it with tiny little pricks. He may not think there's anything between him and Giovanna, but body language speaks volumes, and their body language says there's chemistry between them. Hot chemistry. It may not have shown in the pictures Candy took, but there's no denying it in the picture on Giovanna's Instagram. Maybe this was a bad idea, a really bad idea. If I can't turn off my emotions, I'll never make it through this trip. Maybe I can get a flight back tomorrow. It's the end of the chapter, so I'm going to stop there for tonight. Let me know in the comments how you are enjoying the book. I think I found another little error. Little. I can't believe how many errors sneak in there. It's very frustrating to find these little teeny tiny things that hopefully most people overlook. But as an author, you just cringe going, no, I put this out there and I read it 45 times and it went through an editor. It went through a copy editor. It went through a developmental editor. It went through a proofreader several times. Oh, anyway, I hope you're enjoying it. Let me know in the comments. I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I won't be here over the weekend. I take weekends off from the Read With Me sessions, but I will be back on Monday. TikTok, stay with me. Good night, everyone.